some reason I've decided the crackling on the fireplace at volume 13 is just about right. And when mixed with the actual fire from my candle, it's a good thing. Weird. It's weird. And somebody just hop on. I shouldn't even give him attention. I won't even give him attention. I will not even give him attention. Again, I think I might believe in the good of people and things and opportunities almost to a fault. And I might give people more chances and jobs more chances and opportunities more chances. And I had a viewer that I've been kind of, it doesn't even matter. Let it go. They're not there anymore. But I think it's a theme that's running through my life, and I think it could be problematic for me on a bunch of different levels. And it just kind of struck me. I had somebody hop on just now and ask me, say they were first and say they needed to know the truth about something, and asked if I blocked somebody, and I don't even know what they're talking about. But they didn't say good morning. And all their comments over the last several days have been strange. And I don't know what they're talking about. And rather than try and understand any longer, I think we just best we part. And I think that might be true for a lot of things in my life. Like, I'll get on the show. My name's Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. This is a show I've done for quite some time. It's a show about me talking, traveling down my path, learning a few things as I go, experiencing life to the fullest as much as I know how. And it's a show about me sharing little lessons I pick up in life, and I trip and fall, and I believe in the best in people and opportunities and have a positive energy and vibe. But because of that, I think I walk into buzzsaws, or I stay around in harmful, toxic relationships, or harmful, toxic jobs, or just believe. But I think faith is good. I think without faith, you're screwed. But I like to believe the best in people, but I just can't spend my first moment of my show talking to this person, trying to figure out what the heck they're talking about. But anyway, for those of you that have been watching a while, you know this is not just a show about me talking. For those that have been watching a while, you know it's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, because it's early, it's Sunday morning, it's 5:53 a.m. It is, what is it, October 12th? Happy Sunday. It's a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And I woke up just now kind of frustrated in bed and saying a little prayer and wondering what to do next. And God told me to get my butt out of bed and pour myself some coffee and keep going. So that's what I'm doing. And my hope is wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh. Oh. God was right. I needed to get out of bed. I don't know if I needed to get out of bed, but I'm glad that I did get out of bed. I think our thoughts, our negative thoughts, and I go back and forth. I've been reading the Bible lately, and I maybe am bouncing around today. I think of the negative thoughts in our head are the devil speaking to us a little bit. And maybe I'm not a purist or a believer in every word in the Bible, or maybe think they're metaphors for other things in life. And I think, again, the negative thoughts are the devil talking to us, and our positive, faithful, good thoughts are God or Jesus talking to us. And I'm on a little bit of a spiritual journey. I've been reading the Bible over I'll tell you what, the last few chapters, I actually enjoyed my reading. I read every night. I read a couple chapters. I go live here on YouTube and read 2 chapters. I'm right now in just read chapter 42 in the book of Genesis. Sounds like a lot that you've read 42 chapters, but I'll tell you what, 42 chapters is just a tip of the iceberg in the reading, and I got a whole lot ahead of me. But I'm not looking to eat the whole elephant today or tonight or even this week. I'm going to do it one bite at a time. And I've been enjoying the last few readings. They're easier read, they're easier to understand and follow. If anyone's ever picked up the Bible and tried to read the Old Testament, there's a lot of it that's really challenging to read and not very story-like, and it's written in a strange form. I understand there's different versions of the Bible, but the one I'm reading seems challenging, so I'm assuming they're all fairly difficult. But anyway, what was my point? What was my point? Maybe I had no point. Good evening, Selvan. Let's see who's on. Leanne, thank you. Bible, somebody says the Bible is full of best instructions before leaving Earth. I was thinking about it. I was riding to work yesterday, and I was raised kind of believing that God was created, man was created by some freak accident of various cells falling together and getting hit by radiation and evolution and like the scientific explanation on creation. But almost for the first time in my life while driving to work yesterday, I thought that the scientific explanation of our existence, of me sitting in front of you, of this candle, of this coffee, was harder to believe than that there is a creator, that there's a God. It made less sense to me, the scientific explanation of the world and the Big Bang and evolution and all sorts of things. And it was kind of I don't know if it was an aha moment, but it was a weird moment. And I'm going, the scientific explanation of why we're here doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Seems, Loose Leaf says, seems computer simulation theory is similar to religious theory. Someone creates us. I just don't know how it could be a random mix of, whatever they say, how life was created I don't know. I don't even know. It's been so long since I've been in school, but I don't even know how they hypothesize that life on this planet was created scientifically anymore. It seems so silly that there was a couple blobs of some substance or something, and solar rays hit them and sparked something, and they connected and reproduced, and all of a sudden there was like some one-cell living creature floating around the ocean. And then somehow those one-celled creatures formed together and became a shrimp or something, and eventually those shrimp crawled out of the water and became dinosaurs. That didn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense to me at all. Somebody says, existence is science. What does that mean, though, Monica? Existence is science. What does that mean? I mean, that makes no sense. Existence is science. Yeah. I didn't mean to fall into this conversation a little too soon, but I don't think I got enough sleep. I worked yesterday. I found absolutely no fulfillment spiritually, emotionally, mentally, financially in what I did yesterday. None. I took 2 jobs about 3 or 4 weeks ago. One of the jobs is in like the hospitality business, I'll just say that. And they were hiring, they had a job application on Indeed, and they interviewed me, and I didn't really nail down the details of the job, but I figured if they were hiring and needed human beings, there would be a value to having the human being there. And over the last couple days, I'm not sure there's any value to me being there. And I've been going in and having a good attitude and being optimistic and doing what I'm told. And honestly, it makes absolutely no sense to me. And I want to call a meeting with all my bosses and say, hey, somebody explain this to me. I'm here. I'm doing as told. Are you just doing as told? And you can't want turnover. It can't be good for anything. You can't want to hire employees and have them leave because they don't even know what there's nothing. This is not a job. Existence is science, atoms, energy, and laws of nature make it real. Everything else, that's just the universe doing its magic trick. I don't know, I still don't get it, Monica. I appreciate that you're honestly trying to engage with me, but I don't really understand what you're saying. And I don't mean that in a negative way at all, but I don't get what you're saying. Somebody says Monica is using ChatGPT. And that might be why I don't understand, because I don't think, Monica, your explanation is speaking to me like a human being. Because again, I'm speaking as a human being, saying the scientific explanation of creativity to me seems so crazily far-fetched that I almost don't believe it anymore. And that I think there has to be something that created us or put us here or something, because the scientific explanation just seems like a load of hooey. That's what I think. Hello, Paul A. How are you? Well, thank you, Leanne. I hope you have a blessed day as well. I started my show without my traditional intro today. I don't know what that means. Maybe it means my mind's bouncing around a little too quickly and just wanted to get into venting. Maybe there's times I need to vent. Maybe today's one of them. Maybe after my show, I'll be able to drift back to sleep and get some more sleep. But that's not my plan. For those that want to know my plan today, it's to have a great show with you guys. Talk to you for about an hour or so. Head out to the gym, maybe at 7 o'clock, get a quick workout in. Go to 8:30 church service. That always makes sense to me. I go, I feel good, I hear words, I see humans. I don't even necessarily always believe the words I hear at church. But it makes sense to me to gather as a community and be grateful and listen to music and feel good and smile and hold the door open for people in our community. And to me, if all the religious or Christianity stuff aside, that makes sense to me. And I think we should do more of it. I think I should do more of it. What I did last night at my job made absolutely no sense. And honestly, I say it a lot, but maybe I am disappointed with management and the whole corporate structure. Maybe me, who believes in free markets and capitalism, has some doubts about how things are done. Doesn't mean I want a different economic system. But boy, things at certain jobs are done so strangely. And I don't think jobs generally recognize us as people, but more as things to fill spots. And our bosses need to come around and check on the people that they're managing, overseeing, working on, more than just a, hey, how you doing? We have, okay, here's my thoughts. We have exit interviews in business where the people leaving a company will tell them, give the feedback. Maybe we should have our exit interviews like 2 weeks in. where you sit down with an employee and go, hey, how do you feel? Are you feeling valued? Do you feel what you do is important? Is this meaningful? Are you busy? Are you overwhelmed? Tell me about your experience so far. Because I've been going into this job trying my best to have a good attitude, going, what I thought I was hired for is not what I'm doing. It's about 10% of the job. And the other 90% is busy work or setting up for a different job that I'm not doing. And I'm looking around going, this cannot be it. This cannot be what I'm here for. And I'll ask other employees, and I don't want to, because I don't want to have a good attitude or bad attitude. I want to be going, yeah, let's go get them. I go in wanting to go get them. There's nothing to go get. I go in every day trying to be as busy and productive as possible. And the best employee I can. I am serious. But I can't stand it. I can't stand it. It's not that it's hard, it's that there's nothing to it. It's nothing. It's not a job. It's a spot to fill. It's horrible. It's horrible. How's my day going so far? I mean, it's honestly going pretty well. I mean, it's funny when people ask how my day's going. It's 6:11 in the morning. I've been up for like half an hour. I've had time to brew my coffee, turn on my fireplace, and vent to you guys for a little while. Okay, Sandra Willoughby, I think, said same for her. Well, why do you stay there, Sandra Willoughby? Why do I stay there? I stay there hoping that somebody says, hey, this is just a joke. We just wanted to see if you could make it through the first month of absolutely nothing, where you're just kind of going, what am I doing here? And I think for me, I'm in tune to like emotions and feelings and environments, and I like feel them. And perhaps where I'm at on this job is a hellish, toxic environment for me. Sandra Willoughby, I don't know who you are, but it is going to be a beautiful day. And I'm glad you're single and going strong. And you cry every day. Well, that's kind of cool. I wish I could meet you for coffee, Sandra, because you sound like somebody similar to me, that you say it's going to be a beautiful day, but you also say you cry every day. You feel your emotions come out your pore. You feel the world. You feel when you walk up to certain people, you probably want to give them a hug, and you walk up to others and you're going, ooh, this person's got a dark spirit. I must go. Yeah. Well, somebody says it's their birthday today. Well, happy birthday. JW says, you like how Ken is so honest? I don't know how not to be. It's so funny. I'll have people say I'm a liar. I don't lie about anything. I wish I did. I'd probably be better off in life if I told little white lies. So when my boss or manager came up and said, hey, how are things going? I said, oh, they're going fine. Instead I go, what the F? What am I what's going on? I'm trying over here. I don't even know what I'm trying to do. Well, here, go move that pile of books over there. I'm wondering why people do. I think we need to rise up as society and go, what the heck? I'm not talking revolution, but too many of the jobs I've done make absolutely no sense at all. I had a job when I first got to Appleton, Wisconsin, that made total sense to me. I went in, I busted my butt. I came in with a positive attitude and I made a difference. I left it. I went for another job that offered more money and would be easier on me physically. And that didn't work out. You'll learn. And again, I don't regret leaving that first job, but at least it made sense. I was hired to do a job. I did the job at an amazingly high level. I was appreciated and I felt like I was making a difference. It doesn't seem like it should be that hard to create that. Find what people are good at and have them do a lot of that. Instead, we create jobs with these list of rules and stuff that a lot of it's busy work. And we just try to find square pegs to fit into that square job. I think that's wrong. I think that's wrong. Human beings aren't bees in a hive or ants in a nest. We're so different. And we all have different skill sets and different abilities. Yes, some jobs are going to be repetitive. Some aren't going to exhilarate you emotionally every day. But if you find an emotional, passionate, hardworking person, maybe don't put them in a job a cyborg could do. Maybe it's my fault. I shouldn't have applied for a job a cyborg could do. But I did not think that what was the job description. They should be more honest in the job description. They talk about all these qualities they want. They should be honest. You must absolutely care nothing about your job and just be coming in and really not even care about financial rewards, just coming in because we need to hire somebody. I almost texted my boss this morning at like 5 o'clock going, hey, we need to talk. I don't know what the hell's going on. I came in with a good attitude 2 days in a row. Leaving it, waking up at 5 in the morning, texted you because I'm very displeased. It looks like I'm living in a halfway house. Why does it look like I'm living in a halfway house? Why does it look like does this look like a halfway house? It doesn't feel like a halfway house. Is it because I have huge windows and this brick? I guess I could kind of see that. People say I look like I'm living in an airport or a school or a hospital or something like that. And I guess I could see it. I tell you what I live in is an awesome, awesome apartment. It's a loft-style apartment in a historic building with huge, beautiful windows and high ceilings and great space. So yeah, no, it's really nice. Somebody said they got a massive blunt they're about to spark in my honor. Bless up. If you want to smoke, go right ahead. Doesn't do me any good or bad. But I'll bet you, I know for me, I'd smoke in the morning because I needed to run away from something. And in about a half hour, you just start chain smoking because you keep running. But if that's what you want to do, you do you. How am I doing, sir? Amanda says, from what she's seen, it's a beautiful apartment. Well, I've shown it. I've done the tour. I've shown it all. Do you want to see it again? All right, let's show it again. My bedroom's a little messy. I got a bunch of clothes on the floor. Well, okay. Here is my kitchen. There was my kitchen. There is my living room. There are the huge windows with which I speak. The brick wall. It's really beautiful. My bathroom, strangely large, needlessly large. Probably, strangely, my favorite room in the house. It's not really my favorite room in the house, but the room I'm most excited about is my laundry room, that I have laundry in my apartment. I've lived in a lot of really nice apartments and never had a laundry room in it. And here's my bedroom. Not very well made, I'll admit it. But again, big window right there and blinds shut. So that's my apartment. Yeah, no, it is really a beautiful home. It's perfect. I don't know if you saw in the laundry room, there were things against the wall. Those things were mattresses. I got a couple twin mattresses there, and I have a little pop-up tent. I got two beautiful little ones that I have and stay with me as often as possible. We're working through that right now. And I think maybe the fact that I have I was blessed with two little babies at a later age than most people have babies. I have a little girl that's going to be 3 this week and a little boy that's about 4.5. And he's my nugget of love, and she's my sweet little girl. And we're working out how I can have them up here more often. And because of that, I feel extra pressures to be satisfied and content in my working condition, because I'm not, or my working situation, because I'm not only taking care of me or what have you, I'm fighting for these two little ones. And so when I go into a job that I feel totally unemotionally stimulated and not financially rewarded, if I'm bored as heck at a job, you better reward the crap out of me financially. You gotta give me something. You can't just make the job easy. Easy isn't enough to keep people around. Or if you're only keeping people around because it's an easy job, you're gonna get a really lame group of people working for you. What's strange, and maybe that's it, the first day of training in this job, I was training under this woman. She was nice enough, but I don't think it'd be a person I'd spend a heck of a lot of time with. And because I was training under 2 days in a row, I did spend a heck of a lot of time with her. And I kept looking. I would say she's probably a little lower energy than me. And I'm not saying I'm right for being high energy. There's plenty of room in the world for all sorts of people. But I think it's important for me and for my well-being and my career to be in a position that fits. And I'm not a square peg. I'm a peg of many different shapes. And I think because of that, I've bounced around doing a bunch of different things. I've been a realtor, I've been a stockbroker, I've done fairly okay at both. I create content here. Loose Leaves Makes Money Tree says, not many care as much as me. Is that it? Do people go in and just to punch a clock and go, okay, I might as well just sit on my phone? I think that's it. I think that's a problem. And maybe it's because I'm crazy, but it's not the case there, but I've gone into jobs that had like dirty bathrooms, and I'll go, I want to clean this bathroom. This is not the way it should be. That's not the case at this job, but I'm looking around going, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. I want to fire me because I have a bad attitude and I'm just sitting around twiddling my thumbs. I want to be above me and rescue me and say, excuse me, Ken, we love your attitude. I mean, We love your energy, we love your hard work, you're prompt, you look professional, but that's not what we want here. We want, I don't know what we want. Okay, if I was running the show, and I'm not. And I'm not. Huh. Maybe I have to run the show. How do I go from a guy with no money in the bank, with two jobs that, one job has potential, one job I go in, there's a good energy, there's a good vibe, there's a lot to do. I'm struggling because I'm learning it, and I'm learning it on the fly, and I'm trying to learn various aspects of it and learn a lot at the same time. The other one is a snooze fest. But how do I go from a guy with two jobs, no money in the bank, to running the show? Maybe find a different show. Because at the job that I've been referring to, the top person, there currently is no top person. They left or got fired some time ago. You guys are going to laugh at me, but I honestly think that's the answer. I should jump above all my bosses and be the top person and go, boy, we got to rework this. We got employees dragging their ass around all day doing nothing. The customers don't seem happy. Seriously, the employees are unhappy and the customers are unhappy and the people above me seem unhappy. And there's nobody on it, I kid you not, at this job, I won't tell you what it is, there is nobody, their person was fired 6 months ago and they haven't replaced him or her. And I'll bet you that is why what is going on, that it just feels like we're kind of drifting around going, I don't know. They found it easier to hire a low-level position, me, than a high-level position. So everyone's just kind of walking around and everything kind of sucks. Well, I don't know. I appreciate that you say I should be that new person. I mean, I got nothing else to lose. I don't make any money. There's nothing to do, and everyone's just kind of walking around going, huh. But okay, here's what I'll go further. I think it's probably harder to pull off a coup and go from the bottom of the totem pole to the top than it is to make a new totem pole. But I have absolutely nothing to lose. And in some ways, it's not going to work, but it's fun to dream. In some ways, the training I have done at the bottom of the barrel of this business has been amazing training for what needs to be done at the top. Because a lot of times that I talk about a lot, the guy at the top or the woman at the top doesn't know what's going on with the customers or the employees because they're at the top. So what if I told my bosses, hey, I want to be your boss? How do I apply for that? Who do I talk to be all of your bosses? Who, because you guys acknowledge there's no top person right now, that your boss was fired and you all are just kind of walking around bumping into walls too. I want to be that top person. I'm not even joking. I mean, I'm sure it won't happen, but I got nothing to lose. Nobody's even asking me anything. And I'm going in going, I'm not making any money. I'm not even excited. There's no energy. Nobody feels good. The customers are bitching. And I'm going up to my bosses going, hey, my boss, the customer's bitching. Can you go talk to him? I'd be better at going to talk to him, but I'm the lowest on the rung. Somebody says start a new company. Okay, Astro, I like what you're thinking, because again, that would, all I'm talking about would be a coup. I will tell you what, when there's a mismatch in energy level and it's an uncomfortable feeling. Start a new company. I know, Rebecca, there are supervisors, but I don't even know what the title is. It's not a corporation per se, but let's say the CEO. There is no CEO. It's not a CEO. That's not the title, but I don't know what the title is. So there's a lot of management up here. And then there's me and the rest of us running around doing something here, kind of making it sort of work, but there's no top person. I was going to talk about it. There's a young lady that's above me at the job that I was working at yesterday, and I was going to talk to her going, I don't really understand. And it's almost like everyone knows it's going on, but is awkward. It's funny though. It's funny though. You think I should order a McDonald's breakfast? I don't think I want to order a McDonald's breakfast. I mean, that doesn't even sound that appealing to me. But I appreciate the suggestion. Business loan, but the problem isn't the financing, Sandra Willoughby. It's a little bit the financing. And I appreciate you suggesting that because you're taking my rant seriously. It's the idea. But again, I think what I'm really good at is this. Do you know what I mean? And when I was waking up this morning, I was going, God, what the heck was I doing last night? Why was I there? They don't need me. And I'm not being hardly paid for it. Sandra, I don't know that I'm selling myself short, but I think there's something to this. I don't sell myself short at all. I think I should be running the company I work at, so I don't think I'm selling myself short at all. Boy, it would be fun to switch uniforms and be at the top and go, don't ever let that person train again. The woman I was training under said it's not very lucrative. And I kid you not, I asked, oh, why do you work here? Why don't you work over at any number of these other places? And she goes, well, I don't want to work that hard. I kid you not, day one, the person I was training under said it's not very lucrative, and I asked why she works there, and she goes, because she doesn't want to work that hard. I don't want to snitch, but I want to tell the boss, you can't put a trainee under somebody that says it's not that lucrative and they keep the job because they don't want to work hard. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to snitch or tell, but I'm just saying there's a problem. You're not going to motivate somebody when the person training them says they don't want to work that hard and it's not lucrative. You're not going to get top talent satisfied with that. It's funny. What do I think is the best job? You mean like for me? Somebody says boss doesn't care. And that's what worries me. I think they care. I know the guy that hired me is aware a little bit and is trying to mentally stimulate me and show me around and kind of promise me like a carrot of financial rewards down the way. What would I change if I was a boss man? I would talk more to the customers and say, why are you unhappy? Why is this place, why aren't you coming using our company, our business? What do you not like about it? And I already know because I've already heard their issues. Okay, that's what I'd start. I can't really say exactly where I'd start. I don't think they're hiring good people. I don't think they have a top person. I don't think they're hiring, I think A to Z, they don't hire good people because they don't have a top person with a vision at all. At all. So they're kind of just mucking through. And I can't tell you exactly what it is. Okay, Amanda Jane says, some people just don't feel the need to feel like they are contributing in some way in their job. A lot of people don't care. Gather more. I'd have some heads roll. I mean, I know some issues that are going on. I know a lot of issues that are going on. They need somebody at the top. That's the first thing I'd do. I'd fill the void that is leadership. There's no, Murray, there's no leadership at all. They're kind of answering to nobody and kind of drifting around, and somebody needs to come in there and kick ass. And nobody is, and I'm not in a position where I can kick ass. Yeah, they need somebody with a vision that's gonna sit down and be in touch, in tune with the business, but it doesn't happen. Okay, Sandra says I'm already in my destiny. So, okay, back to starting a new business. Do I think I'm a good leader? I think I'm a great leader, Murray. I think people do follow me. I don't ever apply for it or try and grab it. It just kind of falls on me. Yeah. I had the woman telling me about a day in the future when I'm going to be doing a more exciting job, like next week, and asking me if I'd be okay doing that position. And I go, well, yeah. But what about today? What about today? The fact that I'm going to be doing something a little bit stimulating and using my skill set next week is something. But you can't have so many of the last nights for like 1 out of 5 days being worthwhile. What do I think makes me a great leader? I have no idea, Murray. I have no idea what makes me a great leader. I'm not even saying I am a great leader. You didn't ask if I thought I was a great leader. You asked if people will follow me, right? I do have this. I'm just venting. I don't know if I could run. I don't even know if I'd want to. I see a basic issue with this place. And I can't explain it without saying what the job is, so I don't want to. Yeah. So anyway, back to a new business. Rather than learn how to, I think this is the business that needs fanned. Oh, it's good. Sandra Willoughby wants me to come to Oklahoma. When you say it's peaceful, my issue is not the state I'm in, Sandra. I'm sure Oklahoma's quite peaceful. But I like Wisconsin a lot. I like where I live. I really don't have any desire to go to Oklahoma. I don't want to pick on Oklahoma, but it's not one of my favorite states. And yes, I do have favorite states. X says, I bet I move real estate. Well, we kind of have a glorious audience. I don't know if this show's probably sucked. I've spent 53 minutes bitching. But maybe I needed 53 minutes of bitching today. Maybe I didn't need to talk about sobriety or faith or planting trees or fireplaces or what have you. Maybe I just needed to bitch. So thank you for listening to me bitch. But it's Sunday morning, and I'm excited about my day. Murray just moved to London. It's hectic, but cool. Loose Leaves says most relate to what I'm talking about. Loose Leaves, that's what I think is the beauty of my show. Because I'm not anybody famous. And we can listen to like bodybuilders talk about, I think the problem with society, with all this stuff, is we listen to like bodybuilders talk about fitness and world-class athletes talk about sports and Brad Pitt talk about acting, but most of us aren't bodybuilders, world-class athletes, or Brad Pitt. Or Tiger Woods talk about golf. Most of us aren't Tiger Woods when it comes to golf. Most of us are the people in the middle. And I'm sharing everyday experiences, frustrations with bosses, and struggles with kids, and financial issues, and stuff that we can all relate to. Good morning, Cleo. Murray said, if he met me, you would be starstruck and want me to sign your mug, Murray, I don't know that you'd really be that starstruck. I think, okay, you want to know what makes me a great leader, Murray? If I could say, is I have a really good ability to connect with people. And I think just enough craziness that people are a little afraid of me because I have a hard side and I don't like to be messed with too much. I'll give people a long bit of leeway and encourage the crap out of them. But if they go too far, you don't want to make me angry. But again, I think I'd rather be loved than feared. But I have the ability to be both loved and feared a little bit. And I think that's what makes me a great leader. I'm smart, I connect well with people. I try real hard. I lead by example. These are things that make me a great leader. Yeah. And that's why I always have been a leader. I always have. Laura B says, I'd be an awful leader. Oh, you say you think I'd be good in sales. I'm not a closer per se. I'm not out to generate a commission. Generating commissions doesn't mean much to me. Making a difference does. Where am I from? I live in Wisconsin. It is 6:46 a.m. where I am right now. Am I happy with life? Yeah, yeah. I think the key to being happy with life, Tom, and you want me to be honest, I think I'm exceptionally happy with life. I think I'm happier with life than almost anybody I know. I think if you're watching this show, you think so too. And that's probably part of the reason you watch this show. The reason I have a good vibe and the reason I have high energy is because I'm happy with life. But that doesn't mean I think life's going to be perfect. I know I get my ass kicked. But instead of looking at it as, oh, life sucks, I go, well, okay, this is an obstacle with which I need to overcome. This is a challenge God has put in front of me to make me stronger. And I think if you can adopt that attitude, I brought it up yesterday several times to a woman at work. I was even joking about it and saying, I've learned to walk in joy despite my circumstances. Rebecca Tilley said, you've made my life a bit happier too. Thank you. Well, Rebecca, thank you for saying that. That's so nice. Encouragement is so nice. More people should encourage people and say nice things. Murray quit coffee because it was making you tired. Loose Leaf says, same, you don't watch any other lives. I don't watch any other lives. It's funny, TikTok will come out and tell me how to change my videos and give me suggestions. I don't want to change my videos. I don't want to change what I'm doing here on social media. I don't want to change who I am to draw new viewers or do what the powers that be at TikTok tell me to do. Everybody does that. How many people are out there being their authentic self? Do I think a leader has to have a thick skin? No. I mean, I don't have a thick skin, Millie. So if having a thick skin is what it takes to be a leader, I don't have a thick skin. I think a leader needs to be inspirational and passionate. Yeah. Things are going very well on this side of the world. Thank you. We now have a glorious audience. We have 57 people watching. We've got 25 thumbs up. We are being very stingy with our thumbs up. Is there anybody new here that doesn't know how to give me a thumbs up? Double tap that screen. Well, Murray said you think a leader is someone who leads without a title. We are all leaders. Well, I mean, we all lead by example, let's say. And the woman that trained me, who told me the job isn't very hard and she does it because she doesn't want to work hard and it's also not lucrative, she was projecting her energy to, and somebody would go, oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I don't really need a lot of money, but I want a place to go and not work very hard. This would be perfect for me. But to me, it was repulsive. I'm not a snitch, or I would have told the boss and said, hey, I'm not saying you need to fire her, but I'm just saying you should not let her train other people. There's no way. Oh, Rebecca, you were, do you watch me, did you watch me read last night, the Bible? I'm starting to like it. The last couple chapters have gotten better. Okay, so why put a, okay, hold on. Somebody brought up something. Murray, I disagree. Murray said people who get promoted do so because they are leading without the title. I couldn't disagree more, Murray. But I appreciate you saying that. I think in a lot of businesses, the people that get promoted don't make any waves and aren't leading without a title. Yeah, I totally disagree with you, Murray. Oh, yeah. Yeah, loose leaves. Yeah, Murray, I couldn't disagree with you more. And are you just saying that because you felt like typing something, or do you really think the people that get promoted are leaders who lead without a title? I mean, do you really believe that? I can't even imagine you do. And I'm just thinking at the job I had when I first got here, they promoted somebody to like a management position. And I'm going, she's barely ever spoken to me. I don't think she's particularly good at what she does. And I don't think the customers particularly liked her. Why? I don't understand. And I think the honest answer is, A, she sucked up to a little bit and kind of befriended the people that promote and didn't make any waves. I think if somebody was making fun of me and saying I can't even hold down an entry-level job a little bit. And I think that's because I am a leader. And I'm working at the jobs and I'm looking around going, wow, this is dumb. And I can organize I might be a troublemaker. I might be a crap-ass employee. I'm not willing to not explore that, but I don't think so. I think I am the boss man. And I think that's why Coffee with Ken is here. And that's why I think God kicks my ass out of bed every day and says, stop whining about that job. That job's not worth you whining about. Get up, make some coffee, talk to an audience, sit here, have 48 people tune in, 31 thumbs up, make your $6-7 you make every day on YouTube. Stop posting on TikTok. It's just not worth it. You make like 30 cents a day on TikTok. Stop posting on Facebook. Stop posting on Instagram. They're completely turning over those platforms. Stop listening to other people and kick ass. Do what you are. I put you on this planet to do. Good morning, Randall Young. Thank you for joining me. Rebecca said, sometimes we hate... Rebecca, that's horrible what you just wrote. She said, sorry, Rebecca, I love you, but she said, sometimes we hate being at the bottom, but hanging in there, you can work your way up. A king had to be a prince first. Rebecca, a prince isn't at the bottom. It's not even close to at the bottom. So what you said makes no sense. Will you acknowledge that you saying a king had to be a prince first is not starting at the bottom? Okay, Millie said, why not apply for only supervisor or manager jobs? Because I don't have 10 years of management experience. And a proven track record of management at success. That's why I don't. Because they would rather hire somebody else that doesn't. And I'm not saying it's wrong or I'm right, but I'm saying this is my issue. Because somebody just asked, why not only apply for supervisor or management jobs? Because I don't have a resume with 10 years of management experience, shuffling papers, doing absolutely nothing. Well, way to go, Rand. I talked to a woman, I'm up here in Wisconsin, and she said she's had a tag to hunt bears a few times. I'd feel really bad shooting a bear. But I can sell myself as a great leader. Rage420 said your husband worked hard to become front store manager. Okay. Millie, but I'm not a salesperson. I never said I was a salesperson. As a matter of fact, I said I'm not a salesperson. I don't want to close. Oh, that's nice. Which gets me back to this. I have 62 people watching. I have 35 thumbs up. And by the way, I think we could do a little better on the thumbs up. I don't think it impacts the algorithm, but it strokes my ego when you give me more thumbs up. Somebody said, their wife thinks I'm weird. I am weird. Tell your wife she's right. Tell your wife that she is right. I am weird. Somebody sent me €5.99 for a hair transplant. Maria, I find it hard to believe that you managed a team for 3 years and didn't learn anything, and the way you became a manager. Murray, I don't believe you at all. Murray, are you totally full of crap? You learned management by going to a university and studying management. And that's how you became a good manager, by studying it. I don't even believe you at all, Murray. Are you for real? There's no way you didn't learn anything about managing, and you went to a university and studied management and then became a good manager. There's just no way. I think you're making that up. Come on. Johnny the Monkey, I mean, I guess that's worth typing, but it's not really even, I'm not even gonna read that out loud. It's just not that funny. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Murray, I'm calling you out. I don't believe you at all. There's no way. Yeah. Rachel works at a gas station. You've been there for 15 years. Do you like the job, Rachel? Do you like it? Do you work behind a thing of glass? Well, that's awesome. You love it. Way to go. Well, money sucks, though. Well, that just shows that people don't do jobs for the money, because Rachel's saying she loves her job, but the money sucks. And she's been there 15 years. So again, I would say my issue with last couple days isn't that the money sucked, because it did suck. But my money was the fact that I had my problem was that I had no vision of it meaning anything. Good morning, Opal Bond. Oh, Opal Bond is in green. You're the sweetest thing. Randall Young says, I'm 45 and was a master millwright for the union. I started as an apprentice when I was 19. Yeah, Randall Young, I think a good way for financial security is learn a trade. Okay, Johnny the Monkey, okay. That's kind of funny, but it's a racial joke. I won't say it, but it's almost kind of funny. I mean, it's kind of dumb, but it's whatever. If you can get the same or similar job with better pay, then why wouldn't you upgrade? Why am I smiling? Because it was kind of funny. The joke he made. It was kind of funny. Hold on, I'm going to get a little more coffee. What a glorious audience. We got 70 people watching. We got 71 people watching. We got 38 thumbs up. And we got $6.96 in the kitty. I'll tell you what that makes. That makes for a glorious audience. You guys get more coffee? I am. Randall Young started as a welder for a small company, ended up working for all sorts of rigs and pipelines. Got into steel buildings. The union is his express route for work opportunities. Yeah, Randall, I'm sure you would agree, and it's possible I could have learned a trade as a youngster, but I'm not real mechanically or fix-it guy. I'm just not that good at that stuff. So although I do think learning a trade, being a carpenter or a plumber or a welder, you name it, would be a great job in today's society. I can't recommend it for everybody because I don't think I could have done it. I don't think I have skills for working with my hands. I'm not good at putting things together or what have you. So although I do think a career in the trades is probably a great career, and one that would probably not be replaced by AI. I don't know if AI can put buildings together, fix sewer lines or what have you. I don't think it was my calling, so I don't regret that. I think maybe this is my calling. Maybe this is what I'm supposed to do. Inspire, entertain, lead, teach sobriety, drink coffee, talk to 68 people at 7 o'clock on a Sunday morning. Be comfortable enough in his own skin that I can come out here in PJs and before I brush my hair or brush my teeth and just drink coffee and talk and reveal some inner hurts. Is it hot in Australia? I think it's springtime in Australia, isn't it? But again, here in the north, Australia's closer to the equator than where I am. Hello from Moscow. How are you out there in Moscow today? Again, we have 69 people watching. I think we could do a little bit of tapping. A little bit of tapping. Oh. Let's see. Shoot, Ken, I got lucky on trade school. They had an open house ordeal and I went. But completely understand. Yeah, no, I'm not saying I'm too cool for it at all. But I just had friends all my life. If we were looking at fixing something, I'd have a friend that would get in there and suddenly it'd be fixed and I'd be knocking things over and going, you know, it doesn't work for me. I don't work for it. Do I think verbal abuse can help me become a better person? Seems a strange question. Good morning, James and Johnny. Okay, it is spring, but Brisbane is bloody hot. Summer is just one big melt. Does it get that hot? Oh. What is it? We got a little organization of Australian people here. We got a whole pack of Australians. Well, I'm sure it can get hot. It can get hot here too, Rebecca. Do kangaroos really box? Do kangaroos really box? Or do they kick? Rando Young says he's more partial to Vanuatu than Australia. I don't know what Vanuatu is, Rando Young. Spartan Warriors saying, hey, Barbie. Is it because my name's Ken? I had somebody at a bar saying, where's Barbie, a few times. And also calling me Dick Tracy. I went to a bar yesterday, by the way. Never been in this bar. It's in Appleton, Wisconsin, a short walk from my home. I was kind of walking through the farmer's market, looking around, and was looking for a place to watch the Illinois-Ohio State game. And I went into one bar and there was nobody in there. And they had a hiring sign up, and I said, hey, I've never been a bartender, but I've been a server before. And I wasn't sure about one of my jobs. I was wondering if I could be like the guy from Cheers, Sam Malone, a non-drinker who's a bartender. But either way, it seemed kind of dark and not appealing. And not a place I wanted to watch the game either. So I left and went to another one, and it was vibrant and full of energy. And I'll have you know, they had non-alcoholic Guinness there. And I enjoyed two while watching the first half of the Illinois game. It was nice. And I talked to two women, and they were very talkative. And one of them was calling me Dick Tracy and asking me where Barbie was. Good morning, and no way affiliated. Oh. If I was the boss, how would I handle the woman that trained me? Let her do her thing. Well, first of all, if I was the boss, I would hopefully change the direction of the way the business is going, where this woman would leave if she wanted to. But as it's currently sitting, she's a perfect employee for the job at hand. She's accepting of it, the low money and the lack of work. So I would hope I'd be changing the direction of the business, making it more successful and vibrant and busy. And she'd do whatever she wanted. She's a good employee. She's the perfect employee for this job, but I'm not. I wouldn't ever train anybody. No, she said she doesn't want to work hard. I would have a job. She didn't say she doesn't want to work. She said she didn't want to work hard. She's a perfectionist. She'll sit and make sure all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. But to me, dotting the I's and crossing the T's isn't the most important thing in business. That's what I mean. Yeah, I just think, yeah, that's not what's important. Oh, it feels so good. That feels so good. Julie, I believe, called me a loser and then said she's just kidding. Julie, that's not something you kid about. You don't hop on and call somebody a loser and say, you're just kidding. Right? Oh, okay, as long as you were kidding. You were just joking when you called me a loser. That was funny. That was a good joke. It's really nice to meet you, Julie. You know? It's so weird that people would do that. Oh, you were just kidding. Oh, okay. It's a great way to start. You hop on and you call somebody a loser. Murray says, you think workplaces need to have less rules on communication and let people really speak their mind, even if that leads to conflict? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm 57. I've worked in jobs where I've almost come to blows with my coworkers, and the manager would call us and tell us to calm down and be cool with each other, but it wasn't ever a big issue. It didn't go beyond that, but yeah, you can't say boo to anybody anymore. And maybe that's a problem. Maybe that's part of the softening of society a little bit, Murray, that you can't say anything. You can't, if you told an employee you're doing a crappy job, they might go to human resources and you'd get in trouble. Yeah. What a glorious audience. What a glorious audience. I didn't expect to talk for an hour and a half today. I mean, it's still crazy early. I probably want to go to 8:30 service today. Well, thank you, Tammy Riley. You listen to my story. You don't personally know me, but you're proud that I have my sobriety. I look healthy and happy. I think I am healthy and happy. And I'm proud of not drinking too, to be honest. Like, all right, I had somebody that watches my show a lot asking me what are the benefits of sobriety. He's watched my shows for years. I don't even know why he was asking that. But either way, I think you feel like you have a superpower that you don't want to drink alcohol anymore. Yeah. That I could go into a bar and that I could order a non-alcoholic drink, and the women that were next to me calling me Ken and Barbie, that were drinking alcohol and getting drunk at 11 o'clock on a Saturday morning, probably knew in their heart that they weren't doing good things for themselves and that they had a little bit of a problem. Good morning, Lisa Maria. How are you? Can you ask what this channel's about? This channel's for anybody new here. Everyone always wants to go, hey, what's this about? Do other people on YouTube have a subject that they stick to? I don't. I sit, I drink coffee, and I talk. This isn't a show about sobriety, about jobs, about management, about decorating, about growing plants, about being divorced, about mental health, about kids. It's about life. So many people will ask, what's your show about? What do you talk about? I'll tell them I got a talk show. It grows every day. I don't know why it grows. Why do people watch it? I don't know, but they do. What do you talk about? I talk about life. I talk about life. I am free to be spontaneous, 55. Loose Leaves wants to know what are my thoughts on the talking snake. For the record, okay, Loose Leaves, you probably haven't read Genesis, because I know you're talking about the Garden of Eden. The whole Garden of Eden thing was a paragraph. And I learned that reading. So all the stuff about talking snakes and Eve running around naked and taking a bite of the apple and stuff like that, it's not even in the Bible. It's strange because it was like, seriously, the whole Garden of Eden and Adam and Eve was 3 paragraphs. So I think a lot of what you are assuming is in the Bible is just kind of fictional creation from basic things. I'm not kidding, Loose Leaves, and I appreciate you asking that. There's no snake sliding down and saying, hey, eat an apple. Oh, I don't want to. Ugh. It's a few lines. It's amazing. Because, yeah, I thought there was a talking snake, and, you know, we've all imagined it. We've all imagined it, but again, it's just a few lines in the Bible. It's strange. Do I believe in the rapture? I'm not sure, and I don't think I do. I don't know what the rapture is, but I'm pretty sure I don't believe into it. Well, no one can agree on the contents in the Bible. Well, I'll tell you what, a good step in the direction, and again, as I'm reading it, kind of like sobriety. I'm not saying you need to be sober or you need to read the Bible, but if I get through that thing, because it's not an easy read, I'm going to be proud of it. Okay, Tammy says it works because it's reality, and it's a simple chat about important growth and adversity for me. It's nice to connect with someone I think is genuinely a good human. And you just love coffee. What's not to like? I mean, I'm a little miffed that we're down to 62 viewers. We were up over 70 for a while. You had dreams of Jesus coming back before you gave your heart to Jesus. Rachel was named after an angel in the Bible. Yeah, I don't know what to say about all that. But I did find something interesting in my reading yesterday. The Pharaoh, in the part about Joseph, had some nightmares, and he wanted to understand them, and he couldn't sleep after having them. And it's interesting that that's commonplace, and that I have lots of dreams, and I'm going, oh, what the heck does that mean? And people were wondering what the heck their dreams had meant all through time. Do I do readings? Why do you think I do readings? And why is your name Assassin? Millie, you're a little over fascinated with this person named Brooke. I don't know why you keep bringing her up on my show. I don't know who it is. I honestly could not care less about this person that's sleeping, but you keep watching her. Yeah. Why do people go on live and sleep? I don't know. Because you watch. Hello, Lynn. How are you? My tummy's rumbling. You know what that's a sign of? They do sleep streams because it creates watch hours and revenue. Well, only because people watch. I don't know why. I don't know why you guys watch my show. Rachel wants to know if they get money. I mean, I get a little money for doing this. Somebody gave me $6.96 earlier. YouTube might keep a couple bucks of it, but I get a little money. Randall's a smaller streamer. He's not monetized though. Does anyone want to know how you get monetized on YouTube? How you make the big bucks? Do you care? Would you rather talk about me going to the gym in a little bit? I'm interesting. Well, thank you. Do I call myself a man? I don't know that I've ever actually called myself a man. I mean, I probably have. I don't remember recently going, I am a man. Somebody asked if I call myself a man. I mean, I haven't recently, but I mean, if you had to ask, am I a man or am I a woman? I'm a man. I have a penis. Do I eat before or after the gym? Khalid, I don't think I'm going to eat this morning. My strategy for my great physique is going hungry for about 5 hours a day. Somebody said, I'm a joke. Huh. Is that the person that asked if I'm a man? That's strange. That is so strange. I'm not a man, and I'm a joke. You saw what on the other day on lives? Rachel, I'm the boss man, not the bass man. Hello, Florida Jaguars. How are you? What did you guys see? I get a little jealous when you chat amongst yourselves, and I don't know what you're talking about. You've been looking for a job for 3 months and no luck. Okay. Do you know what you want to do, Florida Jaguars? Where do I get the energy? Do I make more money on YouTube or TikTok? I barely make anything on TikTok. I used to make a little bit. I was going live there every day, and people would send you gifts, weird little gifts like cowboy hats and universes and stuff, and you could make a little money doing that. But I think they changed their platform, and now they show videos very spottily. I used to post videos about sobriety that made a difference, and it'd be exciting. I'd go, wow, I'm making a difference. People are watching this video of me talking about gambling or sobriety or life or divorce or something that mattered. And soon I'd get thousands of views on it. But now there's something different with TikTok. It's changed. It's not the algorithm. Don't believe it. And they don't show your videos very often. I think they are changing their business structure, and I don't think it's a reliable place to create content because what they want changes every week, and YouTube seems consistent. You know, my audience is fairly steady and growing every day, and my views on my videos grows every day. But TikTok, 1 week I'll do really well and they'll show a video of mine a few 100,000 times, and then sometimes a video of mine. I posted a video about obesity and mental health the other day, and I think it was a really good video and really important, but for some reason the powers of TikTok didn't want it to be shown. So it got seen like 70 times. I have 15,000 plus subscribers on TikTok, so for me to post a video that is good and important to be seen 70 times makes no sense. That's not the algorithm talking. It's just not. I used to put it on me and say, oh, my content sucks, but it's not. There's a hypnotist with over 1 million subscribers, and I go to his page. I like his videos a lot. He has a relaxing voice. It helps me sleep, makes me feel a little better for whatever reason. And his videos get seen like 2,000 every time. All right, well, thank you, JW Cooking. How do you view my channel? I don't know what you mean. Oh, you're talking to JW. Yeah, you're talking to JW, not me. Laura B says it's definitely my content, but Laura B, you're watching me. So you must like my content. Right, Laura B? Do you guys want to talk a little more? Bro, what about the workout question? Oh, how do I have energy when I work out? I think you're probably thinking about your hunger in your tummy when you go work out. When I'm hungry, I think we need to, if we're looking to lose weight, and I assume a lot of the reason a lot of us work out is to lose weight, you can't really lose weight by exercise. The way you lose weight is by eating less, but don't even focus on eating less. Be hungry more. And if you focus on being hungry more, you're going to lose weight. So look at it as a good thing. I forget who even asked me this question. If I go to the gym and I'd like to lose 5 or 10 pounds around the middle, but I'm not that desperate to do it. But if I go to the gym and I'm hungry and I'm working out and hungry, boy, I'm really accomplishing my goal. Loose leaves, I was one step ahead of you. Somebody said ice cream's your downfall. Well, I ate 2 big bowls of ice cream last night, so I get it. Yeah, does that make sense to you, Khalid? I'd ask you if I could, and I can't engage all of you, but are you going to the gym to lose weight? I assume you are. I think a lot of us do. Yeah, we'd like to build muscle as well. But I know for me, a lot of it is, well, I feel good when I do. But if you want to lose weight, exercise isn't the key. Lil China says, get comfortable being hungry. Our ancestors dealt with it all the time. If you learn you're really skinny, you're trying to get bigger. Okay, well then you need to eat. Don't go to the gym hungry. If you're really skinny and you're trying to get bigger, don't listen to my advice. My advice is meant for somebody that's trying to lose weight by going to the gym. Eat protein, eat all sorts of crap. Eat a ton of meals a day. Don't eat huge meals. Eat a ton of meals a day. Snack all the time. Go eat something right now. Get some cottage cheese and eat it. Okay, you found the key to losing weight is only eat 2/3 of your meal and leave that. I didn't like to leave my meal. I didn't like to only eat 2/3 of a meal. When I eat, I want to eat a big meal. What should you eat for breakfast? Well, what's your goal? Somebody's asking me, what should I eat for breakfast? What do you want to accomplish? What are you trying to do? You know, if you're trying to gain weight, my answer to what you should eat for breakfast is a lot different than if you're trying to lose weight. You lost the most weight eating only protein and no carbs and cutting all sugar. Do we have a glorious audience? Well, we got 62 people watching. Is that enough for me to keep going? Is cottage cheese the weirdest named cheese? Well, I mean, okay, while we're diving into it, blue cheese isn't really blue. I mean, Swiss cheese would be better named holy cheese. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, but should I turn it to subscriber only? Wait, Randall Young, are you saying you got sober because of my show? I'm going to turn it to subscriber only because I'm getting too many questions that I can't see the ones that are coming. Okay, but now only subscribers can comment. So I'd like, because I think, oh, you're 80 pounds. I don't know what, you're 13 years old. You shouldn't even be watching YouTube at 13 years old, I don't think. I don't know, because you could come across weirdo channels. Oh, that's good. Ooh, my gimbal's almost out of charge. Yes, one of your lives, we talked about looking at ourselves and are we proud? I wasn't. So I changed. Well, way to go. Oh, way to go. Way to go. I'm proud of you. At some point here, my gimbal's gonna drop, you guys. And that'll probably be the time I should go. I might go right to church and skip my workout, but that's probably not prudent. I should probably do my workout before going to church. I think you should do the hardest thing first. And I'm sure it's harder to go to the gym this morning than it is to go to church. Going to church is kind of easy. You sit in a cushy chair, you listen to music. The hardest part about it is standing up for all the songs. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. Oh, feels good. That feels good. And again, we have a glorious, glorious audience today. I can't believe how vibrant it's been. And I am excited about my Sunday. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna go to church. I might come home, might go to the grocery store. Gonna go to a friend's house and watch the Green Bay Packers game today. Oh, I'm gonna be excited about that. But it'll be good. I haven't been, my friend got a new house and I'm gonna go check it out. I don't know. I'm not against the Green Bay Packers, but I just don't care. Yeah. Do chairs have cushy chairs now? Well, yeah, they're better than the pews. Yeah, it'll be nice. Kind of wish it was a little earlier. Do you ever wish it was earlier or later? Because right now, even if I hang up on you folks, I don't have time to go work out and still make it to the 8:30 service. Well, Tammy, thank you so much for giving me the praise that you think I deserve. I don't know if I deserve praise, but I have realized if I talk live and drink coffee, a lot of people watch my show. And I don't know if 66 is a lot or what have you, but it's a fair amount. And I got 61 thumbs up and 696 in the kitty. What do I do for a living? What do I do for a living? Schliebel said, jog to church. I don't jog anymore, Schliebel. I have a bad right knee. Yeah, I got a bad right knee. So I don't run anymore. I used to run a lot. Running would be damaging to my body. It's hard when you hit a certain age and you realize certain things you used to do, the net result would be damaging to your body. And for me, that's running. I don't think I have any cartilage left in my right knee. And just the wear and tear on my leg isn't good anymore. And it wouldn't merit the benefits you get from running. And it's hard because I used to be a good runner and I watch people running down the street and I think I can't do that anymore. And I used to just kind of float along and be fast, and I'm not anymore. Is the 10:30 option still an option for me? Yes, it is, Amanda Jane. And if I did the 10:30, I could talk to you guys for longer if we wanted to. Millie, have a wonderful day. And go and work out and go to the 10:30. But then I almost have too much time on my hands. You know what I mean? Or I could just leisurely do it, which might be the best of all. Maybe I'll do the 10:30. All right, we all vote the 10:30 option. I wish some of you could come with me. Schlevel, why don't you and your husband and your twins come on up to Alliance Church in Appleton? Actually, I kind of like going by myself. I mean, if I had a special somebody, I'd like to go with them. But since I don't have a special somebody, it's kind of fun going to by myself. Same with the bar. I like kind of going to bars by myself and looking around and doing whatever I want. All right, I'll go to the 10:30. I'll go to the 10:30. By the way, Schlevel, it was a beautiful day yesterday at the farmer's market. I know you've been to the farmer's market here in Appleton before. It couldn't have been much prettier of a day. Sun was shining, the weather was crisp. It was just gorgeous. Oh, it's so good. I don't know what to do. When you have such a glorious audience, it's hard to say goodbye. Randall Young says your church is the woods. Randall, are you the one that hunted with the what are the people that make the furniture? Amish. Are you the one that went hunting with Amish guys yesterday? Somebody was on yesterday and went hunting with Amish guys, and I thought that was funny. Well, thank you, Schlevel. It was a beautiful day. I don't know if you got out to enjoy it. And it was perfect for me. I strolled down all the way to the end and back and found a bar on the way that I could watch my Illini take on Ohio State. It didn't go well for the Fighting Illini, but it's okay. Ohio State's a really good team. So they probably weren't supposed to, I'm sure they weren't supposed to win, and they did not. Oh. But anyway, we got 67 people watching. We got 63 thumbs up. I wonder how many new subscribers. We have an outside chance of popping through 9,300 subscribers today. Are you guys excited about that? For some reason, and I've talked about goals before. Did I get the girls' digits from the bar? No, I didn't really want them. I didn't really want the girls' numbers at the bar. I could have. One was married, but neither were. I mean, I don't want to meet a woman at the bar generally. I mean, they were drinking. Nothing, I'm not saying the drink. They were drinking at 11 in the morning. I don't want to do that. I don't even want to hang out with that, really. I don't think I would. And I'm not judging you guys that do it. But yeah, I don't know that I really want to date a drinker. Maybe if she had a glass of wine periodically, that'd be fine. But I don't think I'd want to date a drinker, really. I know for me it defined who I was, and I think for a lot of, it better not define who they are. And given that they were at the bar at 11 o'clock on a Saturday morning, I bet you it defined who they were. There's all sorts of red flags. And I don't even need to call it a red flag. I just know what I want and what I don't in life. Rachel 420, you know I don't want to date a pot smoker either. Sorry, pot smoker. Rachel, you already have a husband, so you're not offended. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to date somebody that smoked weed or drank anymore. Stank Nasty says the Packers play at 3:30. There are going to be a lot of early drinkers today. Wait, Lisa Maria, why did you subscribe now? You've been watching for a while. You're not too picky. You do you. There's no such thing as too picky. You have no need to accept something less than you want in life. So you're not being too picky. I'd rather be by myself than be with somebody that spends their days drinking booze. My mostly short-term relationships now, I haven't been in a relationship in 2 years. I've been developing a relationship with myself and a relationship with God. How's that sound? I say it kind of tongue in cheek, but I kind of mean it. I'm going to the gym, that's building a relationship with myself. And I'm going to church, and that's building a relationship with myself and with God, and putting me in an environment of people that are doing healthy things on a Sunday morning and living in gratitude. And that's what's good about going to church. You are who you hang out with. And if you spend a lot of time at a bar, you're going to be surrounded by men and women that are drinking and loud and care a lot about sports, more so than I do. And I'd rather not. I'm 57. If I'm lucky, I got 30 years left on this planet. I'd rather spend it at the gym and at church and at my friend's house. Yeah, well, they'll be drinking or whatever. That's fine. They do them. But it'll be being with somebody that's a good person, enjoying ourselves. So I'm looking forward to that. Somebody just got out of a 4-year relationship, which sadly didn't have to end, but one side couldn't trust the other. She's Australian, though. What would happen if I changed the angle of the phone? Because I know my gimbal's about to drop and it's stressing me. Oh, I'll go old school. I will go old school. Hello, Peter. How are you? Hold on. I'm going to grapple with you guys a moment. Wow. There we go. There we go. How's that? How is that? I feel like you guys are short all of a sudden. I feel like you're short. I'm uncomfortable with this. I've been looking like this for the last several months using the gimbal to do my show. And all of a sudden I'm looking down at the phone. And this is the way I used to do it all the time. Feels a little funny. Makes me feel kind of funny. So it's about 8 o'clock. And it's Sunday morning, and I've talked for 2 hours. Can somebody see if I punch through 9,300 subscribers? I don't know how you do it, but I think you can. I don't have to have a partner or be in a relationship to be whole and happy and be comfortable and BS free. Come on and go as you please. Just enjoy your choices and your choices only. Hello, Undersky. How are you? How's the employment situation, Undersky? I think about you from time to time. Hello, Coffee Guy. Yeah, she's not too picky. All right, 9,300, isn't that fun? Oh, I know what it was. I was gonna talk about goals and how great it's so ridiculous. I have this goal of hitting 10,000 subscribers and think like how great my life's gonna be when that number goes from 9,300 to 10,000. And I'll tell you what, it'll go to 10,000, I'll go, that doesn't mean a dang thing. That didn't do me any good. I get no fireworks, no confetti, no plaques, no extra money. It's just a number on the screen. And it'll mean nothing. All right, well, are you doing okay financially, Undersky? I don't know if you had any backlog of money. I know I was out of a job a couple weeks ago and grabbed a couple others, but I had no savings, so I was scrambling. Oh. I don't know how much I have for you today. I don't know how much I have for you today. Yeah. Do I know Tuckman's 5 stages of team development? Murray, that's boring as crap. If you're still talking about management, you went away for an hour and now are still trying to talk about management. No. I don't even care about Tuckman's 5 stages of team development. How was work yesterday? Samantha, I talked about it for a long time. It sucked. It couldn't have sucked worse. It couldn't have sucked worse. Not that it was hard. I like work. I like being productive. But it couldn't have sucked worse. It was financially unrewarding, totally unmoving, and just felt like I was sitting around twiddling my thumbs. It's okay. Okay, yeah. No, okay, your money is more than tight. Undersky, your savings are gone and you have very little in your bank account. Yeah, no, it's stressful. 55, I wouldn't say, you don't have to, it wasn't a bad day. Okay, that's what it is. It's not that it was a bad day. It's not that it was a bad day. I think it's a bad job. Because Friday was bad too. I'm not one that wants to have great highs and lows and, well, you know, some days are good, some days suck. I don't want to have sucky days. Life's too short to have sucky days. Apply for food stamps. Who are you talking to, me? I have money. I have 2 jobs. One sucks. You're going to try and get 2 jobs going at once. I wouldn't overly recommend it, but I'd grab 1 job. Samantha, I'm still there. I think it's not meant for anybody. I think they hire people to fill a void, but they don't really need them. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, Undersky, there's plenty of things you can do. You can donate plasma, Undersky. If I was talking to you as a friend, you have no money, you're looking for jobs, I don't know where you live. Okay, Undersky, do you know what donating plasma is, Undersky? Okay, you live in Florida, then they must have plasma. Okay, have you ever done it? You should go do it. If you need money and are worried about money, you'll make $120 a week or so donating plasma. I don't care what your blood type is. I mean, I don't know if it is relevant. But again, if you are flat broke and need cash, go donate plasma because you'll make like $120 a week and that'll cover your food. Amanda Jane wants to know what plasma donating is. They put it, have you ever donated blood? It's similar to that, but they put the red blood cells back and they take the plasma out, and you can Google what plasma is. It's, I don't know what it is. Yeah. So that's what it is, Amanda Jane. Connie, I'm going to ignore you. Does it hurt? I mean, have you ever donated blood? I mean, you got a little needle in your arm. Undersky, I'm not going to tell you how to get to the plasma donating place. You got to be a little more creative than asking me if you should take a bus. I'm not going to tell you how you get to the plasma donation place. But I've planted the seed. You're going to have to do the how do you get there by yourself. And you need to be a little more creative than asking me if you should take a bus to the plasma donation place. Amanda Jane, the company that I go to is BioLife. BioLife, BIOLIFE. I think there's several of them. No, it's not disrespectful, Undersky, but you asked me if you should take the bus there. It's not disrespectful. I'm going, I don't know how you should get there. I'm not going to search up the mass transit in your area. I think you can handle that. Yeah. But yeah, if anyone's desperate for cash, I would look into that. 55 says, how often can one donate? Again, you all can get the specifics on it. I don't know. Well, again, look up BioLife, search up BioLife, or search up plasma donation in my area. You guys are all on YouTube, so you guys can do basic research. Randall Young says he feels ashamed for his status. I don't know. Well, don't feel ashamed. Just do better tomorrow. You need to find some peace with where you are now and strive for a little better tomorrow. Yeah, shame's not going to do you any good. Yeah, no, it's not giving blood, Rebecca. It's donating plasma. It's not a bad amount of money. It can put food on your table or your family's table. It takes about an hour each time. You go twice, and you make $120. And it does some good for the world, so. Yeah. No, I'm not trying to make you feel guilty, Randall Young. The last thing I want you to do is feel guilty about anything. Accept where you are, love where you are, and go, well, I can do a little better tomorrow. No need to be ashamed of where you're at today. Stink Nasty knows a guy that donates plasma every week. Yeah, he makes $120 a week times 50 is $6,000 a year. Mrs. Ross says in some places you can make like 400, but okay. Whatever. It's a way if you need cash to get cash. It's not literally cash, but they give you a little debit card. Wow, what a glorious, glorious audience. So it's about 8 o'clock. I get to go to the gym. That'll take not long. So I get there at 8:30. I'll be done at 9:30. That'd be almost perfect. Shower, head off to church. In no way affiliated. I think I might like you. You are welcome, thank Undersky. Good morning, BNSF. What a glorious audience today. Has everybody on here given me a thumbs up? I think a couple thumbs up would be nice. Are you leaving, Rebecca? You going night-night down there in Australia? Hater cakes. Where have you been, Vader Cakes? I forgot about you. Let me see. Somebody said they've hated every job they've had within a year or two. Always feel like my efforts are just taken advantage of while the opportunities go to the talkers. Okay. If you've hated every job you've ever done, you're probably doing the wrong job. I think we all have gifts. "55 is going to go walk at Bussy Woods." That sounds so nice, 55. Bussy Woods, that's up by like Schaumburg, right? I think that's Bussy Woods. That sounds so nice, 55. That sounds idyllic. Is it sunny down there? Are you down by like Schaumburg? That's where it is. Bussy Woods, right? Yeah, Schaumburg, okay. All right, we a bunch of you from Chicago. Have I said we have a glorious audience? Truly is. It truly is. Mrs. Ross says, we all have gifts given to us by the Holy Spirit. You just have to figure out what yours are. I think that's so true. And I think so many people try and fit in a certain job. And I think that's why everyone's frustrated at work, because they're not doing what God gave them the ability to do. And if we found jobs that were more suited for our skill set, we'd be more fulfilled. And I know for me, at the job I went to last night, it wasn't a bad day or a bad night. I need to sit down and talk with somebody and go, hey, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to be enough money, and nor will it be motivating for me. And a little bug goes zzz, zzz. Got some bananas that were kind of overripe that are sitting in my garbage behind me. And maybe the fruit flies are liking them, nibbling. Do fruit flies eat stuff? You can take a quiz and get some directions. I don't believe a quiz is really going to solve it. It's my thoughts, but I don't know. I could be wrong. What do I know? Oh, that's nice. But again, it is Sunday morning. It is Sunday morning, and I want to thank you all so much for joining. We truly have had a glorious audience. We got 67 people watching. We got 74 thumbs up. We got $6.96 in the kitty. And I want to thank you all so much for joining. I'm going to go work out. I'm going to go to church. Between my workout and my church, I'm going to FaceTime my two little ones. I'm going to blow kisses. I'm going to tell them how much I love them and how much Dada misses them. And then I'm going to go to church. That's from 10:30 to 11:30. I may come home and get some sleep before I go visit my friends. I may go to a Starbucks. You never know, and edit some videos and grow my channel. I think this is what I'm supposed to keep doing, and this is the business I'm supposed to build. So I'm building it one block at a time. So anybody new that subscribed to my show today, I want to thank you for subscribing. Anyone that's already subscribed, I appreciate you so much for joining. We have had an awesome show. And I appreciate you for being here. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. You're feeling good. You are loving yourself. You are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon.